All right, guys, we are up in here. We are live. Oh my gosh, I'm going to wait a few more moments because I did put that I was going to go live at 6:30. I kind of changed the time just a little bit because I wanted to make sure that everyone that got the link, everyone can who wants to join the live can actually join the live. So I'm kind of like just pausing for a second, kind of giving people enough time to get in, get situated. Ooh. If you can do me a favor and just type if you're on in the text box, and just let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is good, if you're getting good quality sound. Let me know that in the comment section so that I know that you guys can hear me. Because of course, that's like most important. This wouldn't even be alive if you guys can't hear me. So let me know if you can hear me. I have my laptop over here so that we can converse. Oh, so excited. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Hi, thank you to the 5 people who have joined. I'm so excited. I was saying a moment ago, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know down in the box if you can hear what I'm saying. Hopefully, the sound is right. So let me know, please, down in the comments if you can hear me. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know the sound is good. I am so excited. Never done a live before. This is my first one. So we're going to have fun tonight. Yeah. We have a few more minutes, guys. So make sure you are comfortable. You know, you have your favorite little blanket. I have mine right here. I'm going to actually just go ahead and put this on my legs just so that I'm nice and comfy while I'm having this intimate talk, this little intimate session with Jenn. So I'm just putting on my blanket. Yes, I'm excited. So guys, let me know also, how is your day going so far while we're waiting to get started. We're going to start right at 6:30. But go ahead, let me know, speak. Hello. I want to be able to interact with you guys so you can't like go silent on me in the comment section. You're going to have to converse back and forth with me. Who is this? Oh, you're so cute. Hey, friend. Hey, fearlessly learning. Thank you, sis. I just caught up with your comments on some other vlogs that you wrote on. So, hey, thank you for joining me for this live. I'm so excited. And thank you, Fee, for letting me know that the sound quality is good. That's perfect. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, What are we sipping on? What are we sipping on? I have some water over here. Hey friend, hey Danielle. Hey friend. Let me know what you guys are sipping on. I'm gonna try to not show mine on camera because I am a teacher and I don't know how many of my coworkers are gonna be in this live just for the benefit of trying to report me. No, I'm joking. But I am sipping on a little something because I want this to be a nice little intimate chat. Yes, definitely. Yay. Hello to all the people who just jumped in. Thank you guys so very much. We are about 4 minutes out from getting started. So make sure you have something to eat, something to drink. You're cozy, you're nice and warm because the temp is dropping. And we'll get started in just a second. Make sure you speak to me in the comment section so I can see you guys and so I'll know who all is on the live. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Sit for me. I'm cuddled up in the bed. I know that's right. I'm a sip for both of us. I really am. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Just getting off. Okay, yes. Ooh, I am really, really excited. Headed home. Okay. I figured that's what you meant when you were saying you were listening. You was just getting off. Okay. I am. Like I told you guys over on Instagram, this is my first live. And I'm just really excited because I have a lot of things I want to share with you guys. And so I thought that putting it in this intimate setting where we can communicate, you guys can ask me questions, we can talk about some things. I just thought that that would make this so much fun and better than you guys just watching a YouTube video where I'm just, just talking. We can talk together. We can make this thing. We can talk together. I'm actually texting right now with my management to make sure that all the things in the background um, are going well. That song by Sierra is stuck in my head. Let me turn. I think it's best if I turn my ringer off. Ah. Oh my gosh. I don't want to turn it off. Hey, stop texting me. Oh my gosh. Hello to everyone who's joining. Make sure, guys, you're letting me know that you're here by leaving me a comment in the comment section because the goal is for this intimate talk. Even if it's just 10 of us, guys, even if it's just 7 of us, we are meant to vibe out tonight together. And I'm just so excited about it. And I really want us to, be able to talk back and forth and chat back and forth. So make sure you're letting me know that you're here in the comment section so that, I can give you a little shout out. We can talk. If you're shy, it's okay. Just throw me a little emoji hand and just say hello. Also, if you think that there's anyone else who might enjoy this live, enjoy just finding out tips and strategies on how to be your best self, then make sure you send this out to them so that they can also join the live. Okay, I have someone here from Canada. Hey, sis, all the way from Quebec. High school teacher in the 11th grade, in grade 11. Wow. Oh my gosh. High school is like that's a whole different beast. I teach elementary school and yes, my hat is off to you. My hat is off to you. Yes. Oh, all right, guys. So it is 6:30, and I know originally I was supposed to go live with the chat at 6. So I want to just jump right on into this. I'm pulling up my notes from Asana. This is the app, it's ASANA. And this is something that I use to write down all my goals, to keep track of all my visions, my plans. I write the plan, I make it plain. This is a free app. It's called Asana again. So if you're looking for something, once we finish this live, how you can better manage or plan out your time, your goals, anything that you have going on in life, any plans you want to make, I'll just say that Asana is a really good free app, free software that you can use that will help you stay on top of just all things your life, whatever that may be. Okay. Yes, yes. All right, so jumping into it, guys. Welcome. I'm trying to think how I want to do an intro in comparison to a YouTube video, but I would say to anyone who may be new here, welcome. My name is Jenn. That's with one J and two N's, and I'm so excited that you guys decided that it wasn't robbery for you to join this YouTube live and for us to connect together. I'm going to try to go back and forth. So if you see me looking here, it's because my laptop is right here. And I want to be able to connect with you guys in the comment section. But just jumping right into the purpose of this live, guys. I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of questions across all of the platforms that I'm on. I think when people see me do my little turns and my little spins and things like that, and I'm trying on clothes, and I'm basically putting myself out on display for other people to see. I get a lot of questions about where did I get that confidence from, right? Hey, Talia. And I also get a lot of questions and compliments, not compliments, questions and comments about what does it mean to visualize your highest self and show up as that girl. So this entire, hey, Kaisha, thank you, sis, for joining. So this entire live is just predicated towards how do I visualize my highest self and how do I show up as her? Now, what I will say is I'm going to be sharing some details. Hey, Jerica. I almost said it wrong. Almost said Jessica, but hey, Jerica. I'm going to be sharing some things with you that I have not shared on any social media platform. You'll hear some things here first, some exciting things that I have going on in my life. But how did I get to this point now? And then I want to share some tips and strategies for us to all make sure that we're visualizing our highest selves and showing up as her. So first things first, jumping into it, guys, I would say the very first strategy, the very first tip that I would say, if you want to visualize your highest self and show up as the woman, or if I have a man in here or some men in here, I know I have at least one. The first step is, of course, and it's going to seem like very just simple and easy, but it is to have a goal and to have a vision of what it is you want your life to be, where it is you see yourself going. And I'm even going to take that a step farther by saying when I'm visualizing my highest self and I'm saying that this is the woman that I want to become, it is independent of all the things and all the people around me. Who do I want Jenn to be at Jenn's core? So when I say visualize your highest self and show up as her, show up as that person, regardless if you're a mother, if you're a wife, if you're single, if you're a husband to someone, regardless if you're someone's child, of course, you're someone's friend, maybe someone's brother or sister, regardless of what connections you have on the outside, visualizing your highest self has everything to do with who I am at my core. And I think a lot of times when I'm trying to explain what it means to visualize your highest self, I'm telling people it has absolutely nothing to do with the materialistic things that we acquire in life. It's not about the car I drive. It's not about the house that I live in. It's not about the clothes that I wear. And I love clothes. If you come in here from Instagram, then you know that I like clothes. I'm working on increasing my style. But my vision for Jenn has less to do with all of those things and has everything to do with how do I see myself at my core, right? Okay, so make sure I got a lot of people in here. I'm excited. Make sure you're saying hey to me down in the comment section because I want to be able to speak and say hey back. I'm excited to have all of you guys in on this live. So, okay, what's the goal and what's the vision? If you don't mind, what I would like for you guys to do, hey Johnny, hey Devonna, and please don't don't get mad if I mispronounce your name because I'm looking at it, from afar. Hey Janet, long time no see, all the way from high school. Hey Janet. One thing that I want you guys to do right now, if you don't mind, because this is a live, this is made for us to interact and really enjoy this time together. Please let me know while I'm going through one of the ways that I visualize my highest self and a goal that I had for myself. I want you guys to let me know what's one goal that you currently have. It could be any goal. I mean, it may be something like being on time to work. I at one point struggled with being on time to work. So What I want you guys to do is just let me know one goal that you have right now in the comment section, in the chat box, while I share with you a goal that I had and how I was able to execute it. Okay, so go ahead, let me know in the comments. Like, what's your goal? All right, I have DD from Springfield all the way from Tennessee. Hey, DD, if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if that's DD or Doctor from Springfield. I don't. Yeah. Okay. But I see you. Hey, how you doing? All right. So while you guys are telling me a goal that you have, one goal that I had, of course, is to grow into being a social media influencer. And what that simply means is that I want to do this job as an influencer full time. Right now, I can honestly say that I am a full time influencer and how much time and energy I'm investing into growing on these different social media platforms. But at the same time, I still teach. That's still my main occupation. That's still my main source of income when you're talking about career wise. I haven't stepped away from that in order to pursue being an influencer full time. So that is something that you're hearing for the first time here on this live, guys. I do plan on at some point stepping away from teaching and then doing social media influencing full time. I do plan on doing this full time. But essentially, guys, a goal that I had for myself was basically to start this YouTube channel. And I can remember, guys, if you've been rocking out with me for quite some time, then you guys probably remember too that when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't know what I was doing. I was swelling. I was all over the place. I didn't even know how to look into the camera so that I'm making eye contact with you guys. I didn't have the best lighting. I didn't know anything. But the goal was to start somewhere. It wasn't to be perfect. It wasn't to have perfection. It was just to be able to start somewhere. So sometimes, guys, we have goals, right? We see ourselves in a different place. We see ourselves elevated, but it's just the part about getting started. So the very first point I would say, guys, is to have a goal, is to have a vision, and to make a plan. How will I get started? I am so thankful for every single viewer that I get here on YouTube. I don't care if it's 10, I don't care if it's 10,000 views. Why? Because someone decided that they would give me just a fraction of their time so that I can say something or show something or share something with the world. So I am so grateful for that. Hey Justin. Hey, is this Sasha? Hey Sasha. Okay, Sasha said my goal is to expand my small business and work on my social media presence. See, exactly. I love that. I love that. Not only does she have a goal, she was very specific in how she wrote the goal. Okay, how she wrote the vision. She wants to improve on her small business or expand her small business and then also work on her social media presence. Very targeted. Once I got onto YouTube, I realized that it was a lot harder than I thought it would ever be. The comments that you get, you're putting yourself out there, so you're opening yourself up for all types of criticisms and critiques. And it wasn't rough and it didn't discourage me because I've always had confidence in myself. But at certain points, I did begin to second guess if growing on YouTube was for me. There were different times when I took breaks, when I stepped away from doing YouTube, because it just became a juggling act of growing and wanting to be this social media influencer versus not necessarily seeing the results from all of the work that I do. And since I have Justin in here, who's also he's a social media influencer. And Justin, if you don't mind, drop a link to your channel in the comment section so they can check you out after this live is over. One thing that I wanted to be able to do, and one thing that he can attest to, is that what you guys see in maybe a 7-minute clip or a 12-minute clip or a 15-minute clip, oh gosh, it's a lot of work that go into that. Sometimes what you see in 7 minutes may have taken someone 7 hours to film and to edit and to go back to the drawing board just to get you that 7 minutes. But again, I knew the vision, I knew the goal, and I knew that once I started the plan and once I started it rolling down the street or rolling down the road, that everything would pick up in its due time. But to visualize my highest self, and just using social media as an example, to visualize my highest self and show up as her means that I had to have a vision. I had to have a goal. And that's in every aspect of our lives. I used to be 213 pounds, right? And I'm gonna share an intimate thing with you, something that I don't share on social media. You would not see this on my Instagram. Back in 2015, I lost my sister to cancer, right? She was 29 when she was diagnosed. And one thing about it is it caused me to look at my own self, and it caused me to look at my health, and it caused me to say, okay, I want to lose weight because I want to be able to live longer and be healthier. I'm not saying that anything that I'm doing could prolong my life in terms of I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Let me put it like that, because Lord knows we never thought that my sister would be diagnosed with cancer and then taken the way she was only a few years later. But it was in that moment where I viewed life differently. And I made a decision that I wanted to, again, have a vision for myself, lose the weight so that I could be the healthiest version of Jen that I could possibly be. Now, fast forward, do I have a few drinks? Yes. Do I eat fried foods when I didn't used to eat fried foods? Yep. Do I eat chocolate? Do all these sorts of things? Yes. Do I indulge often? Yes. So now the goal and the vision for myself is to get back on track with my health and with my fitness. I like that Devonna said that she wants to start sewing again. I'm jealous because the only thing I know how to sew are buttons. Um, and then fearlessly learning said, my goal is to become a better me and do things that make me feel good about myself daily. Example, dress up more, work on my inner self in different areas. Exactly. Again, a very targeted goal, very well written, because she's seeing what it is about herself that she feels if I do these things, I'm getting to the best version of what I can be as an individual. And one thing that I'm liking about these goals that I'm reading is it's all about self. It's independent of the people we have around us. I love it, guys. I love it. Justin said, now, Jen, LOL, she's telling the truth. It is a lot. It is a lot. Being a YouTuber is a lot. It's very rewarding, but it is a lot. It is a lot. Looking at my notes, guys, the last thing that I'm going to say about the first point about knowing your goal, identifying what it is that you feel like you want to do in order to be your best self. You're going to hear me say a lot of quotes, but this quote came from Oprah. This is probably one of my favorite quotes, so much so that if I could write it in red lipstick on these white walls, I would, because it's just that powerful. And the quote from Oprah reads, I don't have to know all of the right steps to take or all of the next steps to take. I just have to take the next right one. Right? Isn't that powerful, guys? I don't have to know all of the next steps to take. I just have to take the next right one. That's so important, because whenever we have goals and visions and things that we want to work on in this life, sometimes just knowing what all we have to do can become so overwhelming, because life happens, family happens, children happen, our job happens, just so much is going on around us. And one thing about it is it can sometimes slow us down from getting to do those things that we so desire to do. But I don't have to look at the entire staircase, right? I don't have to know all of the steps to take. When I started YouTube, I didn't even know how I was going to get to 5,000 subscribers here. But all I knew is the next right step. The first step was for me to take out the camera. The next right step was for me to press record. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. It is just that simple. Talia said, my goal is to work on my social media confidence. I love it. I love it. That's an awesome quote from Oprah. Thanks for sharing. Yes, yes, because when we look at it that way, it really truly helps us to be able to break down what we need to do into smaller pieces so that we don't become overwhelmed. You guys have some awesome goals in here, and I would just encourage you to just find that starting point. And once you find that starting point, find that next right step. And before you know it, you're going to be so much farther down the road towards being your best self. Just, yeah, yeah. I love it, guys. I like it. Okay. All right, guys. So here's the next one. Y'all ready for the second point? So the first one was to have a goal and to have a vision. We got to start there. All right. The next one, guys, is about being intentional. Being intentional. I would love it, guys, if you would just drop down in the comment section and let me know, how do you define, in your own words, intentional? How do you define the word intentional in your own words? What does it mean to be intentional? What does it mean to live on purpose? What does that mean to you guys? Like, before I even give you my little tips about how to be intentional, I want to know from you guys, what does that word mean to you, or what does that phrase mean to you? Yes, yes. What does being intentional mean to you? Like, what does that whole thing look like? What does living on purpose, what does that look like to you? Very curious to see. Intentional, living on purpose. Just making sure I didn't miss anyone down here in the chat box. All right, I like that, Johnny. It means to just do it. Okay, yes, being intentional, getting it done. Like, no hold bars. I got to do it. This is something I want to do. I'm gonna get it done. Just do it. I like that. Is that Nike? Did Nike say that? Just do it. Now, while you guys are also thinking about ways to, okay, yes, it is Nike. That's what I thought. I said that sounded familiar. Okay, guys. So while you guys are letting me know what that means to you, being intentional, basically it is showing up for the thing that you said that you would do. It is showing up and being present and being active for the thing that you said that you would do. So the best example, guys, that I can use is being a teacher. Okay. The worst thing that I can do as a teacher is take this job, right? Take this career where I'm shaping and I'm molding young minds to be successful citizens, or hopefully be contributing citizens to society as adults. And I say, oh, okay, well, I'm just here for the money. What money we do get paid, I'm just here for the money. This ain't really what I want to do. They just hiring teachers right now, so I'm going to teach. To be intentional is to say that I'm going to show up for the thing that I said I was going to do, and I'm going to be an active participant in that thing. So my intention is going to lead directly to my outcome. They are tied. Where you find one, you will find the other. If the intent, and I've said this on my Instagram before, if the intent is not there, right? If the intent is not right and it's not a good intent, it's going to be tied directly to the outcome. So the outcome is not going to be desirable. So when I say I want to be intentional as a teacher, and I'm just using a teacher as an example because I am a teacher. Being intentional for me is to show up every day for my children in the way that I said that I would. So being actionable, because I want to have my lesson plans done. I want to make sure that I have the lessons well planned for my students. I want to make sure that I'm creating a safe and a caring environment. And when I say a safe environment, it just means that each child feels that he or she belongs, and each child feels like he or she has a right to the classroom environment that I'm creating. They have a right to learn. They have a right to be a part of the classroom setting. That's my intention every single day when I go to work. And if my intention is just to be paid, if my intent is just to go in and just to babysit, if my intent is just to have something to do so I can get out of the house, for example, it's going to be tied directly to the outcome. So if my first intention is not to teach and to pour into those children, then the outcome will be I won't be pouring into them. That's not what they're going to be getting. That's going to come secondary to whatever the intent is. If the intent is just to get a check, then that's the only thing I'm going to be focused on. So I would always say, guys, that the most important thing that we can do when it comes to visualizing our highest self and showing up as that girl or showing up as that guy is making sure that we are intentional and that we are living with a purpose. Justin says, my journey has been complete centered around elevation. I tell my girls and guys, living intentionally means the discipline and being present. Exactly. Knowing the thing that you're going to do and being present for that thing. I love it. Sasha said, living on purpose for me means having a motive or a reason as to why I'm doing it above all discipline plays a huge role in all of it. Yes, above all else, discipline does play a huge role in it. So there's a common factor running right now that being intentional means I have to be disciplined in the thing that I said that I'm going to do. And I also have to be present. Danielle said, give it my all at what I do, no matter how small or big it is. Oh, girl. Whew, you said a mouthful. I was listening to a speaker recently here on YouTube, and one of the things that the speaker said that I thought was very powerful is it said that everything matters. There is nothing that doesn't matter. Some things matter more than others, but there's still nothing that doesn't matter. And so when we find ourselves neglecting small things because to us it's small, it begins to erode away our discipline that we need to do those bigger things. So that is perfect. I love that. Hey, Shauna. Hey, sis. Thank you so much for joining the live. Talia said, intentional about my life, my words, actions, my time. So I'm taking the necessary steps to get where I want to be. Yes, I love it. Being intentional about your time is probably priority number one in visualizing your highest self. Because one thing that we cannot get back in this life is time. We cannot get our time back. I love that. I love that. And then my good friend, Kai, to do things with a purpose and fidelity to achieve whatever goal you're aiming for. Setting personal emotions, feelings aside to not distract yourself from your goal. That is so very true, guys. Oh gosh, what a welt we tangle when we get so caught up in the emotional side of things or the stresses that come from life that keeps us from being intentional. I think I can even go back to talking about being a teacher, for example, that there are days when I'm honestly saying, you know what, like these kids can have it. Like, every day ain't golden. Every day ain't sunshine and rainbows in the classroom. And my other teacher friend that's in here, I know with her having 11th grade, she probably feels the exact same way too. I mean, kids, they'll run you rough some days. But being able to sit your personal feelings aside, your emotions aside, you know that I must be intentional each time I go into that classroom. Yes, I love that, guys. Oh my gosh. The feedback is just so awesome. It's so awesome. All right. So you guys ready for another powerful quote? Y'all ready? Let me know in the chat box if you're ready, because this quote right here is going to set you ablaze. You guys, I just need to see a yes. I need to see a hand. I need to see a heart. I need to see something for this next quote because this one is good. If you thought that first one about Oprah was good, this one is good. Yes. All right. I got people saying they're ready. Okay. All right. So this next quote, check this out, guys. Okay. I have my notes right here. This next quote is by Jim Rohn. So remember, we're talking about being intentional and living on purpose. Okay. So we said we're going to be intentional, we're going to behave with an intent, we're going to be disciplined, and we're going to be present. Okay. This one reads, okay, the longer you wait to do something you should do now, the greater the odds that you will never actually do it. Ain't that powerful? Now, this is by Jim Rohn. It reads, the longer you wait to do something you should do now, the greater the odds are that you will never actually do it. I could just put my phone down on that one right now. Oh, that gave me chills. Like, so serious. That gave me chills. Yes, guys. So true. So true. When we're being intentional, of course, we have to act with a certain level of haste. We have to. When that fire, when that intent is deep inside of you and you're saying, okay, on Monday morning, that's going to be the day I get up and I work out, you can't let anything get in your way. If Monday or Saturday, for example, is the day you're going to meal prep because you're saying that that's the journey that I'm on, you can't let anything get in your way. If you're saying I'm going to save money, I'm going to start setting money aside because that's my personal goal. I want to work on my savings account. Again, you have to act now. You have to act when the intent is there, when it's hot, when it's fresh. What Jim Rohn is describing is the law of diminishing intent, right? We intend to do good things. We intend to make changes. We intend to have a great savings. We intend to do all of these things. But soon as something happens, we say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then something else happens. And then, oh, I'll do it next week. And then before you know it, we don't actually ever do it. So on the road, guys, to visualizing our highest self, we have to know that we must act with haste. Not too fast if it's not necessary, but we want to act with haste because while that feeling is there and while we can feel it and we are telling ourselves this is something that I want to do no matter what, go ahead, make the plan and get it done. Don't let anything or anyone keep you from the new goal that you have for yourself. That's all a part of being intentional. That's all a part of living on purpose. I love it. I love it. Justin said, that was me picking up my camera, starting my YouTube channel. Don't wait. Start it now. If you say you're going to do it, you got to reprogram that mindset. Yes. If you say you're going to do it, you got to do it. There is no perfect time to do anything. Right. I was so not ready when I started my YouTube channel. I think I have taken down like a lot of my old content. I've made it private. But sometimes when I'm feeling in a rut or I can't appreciate, and that's going to take us into the next point, when I can't always appreciate how far I have come, one thing that I love is being able to go back and look at something that I've done before when I didn't know what I was doing, right? And I can see just how far I have come. Yes, I love it. Yep. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to be ready to do anything. You just got to start. Just got to start. I love it. All right, guys, let's move on to number 3. You're going to like this one. I promise. I promise. Okay. So the third one, guys, that we have is an attitude of gratitude. Practicing being grateful. Oh my gosh, this is an action. Being grateful is not always just it's not always what you think, like on the inside, oh, I'm so happy I saw another day. It's actually what you practice. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know being grateful, having an attitude of gratitude is actually something that you do? It's not just how you feel about something. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. So as I'm jumping into this one, I'm going to want the comments because I am loving the feedback you guys are giving me. Let me know something that you're grateful for. I don't care how big or how small it is. Let's celebrate each other in the chat right now. Okay, let me know something right now that you are grateful for. I am going to share something I'm grateful for because this is going to be news to you guys. And no, yeah, this is going to be news to you guys. So I'm going to share something I'm grateful for. But in the comments, let me know right now something that you are grateful for. I'm interested. I want to see what you guys woke up this morning and said, whatever higher power you serve, I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful. I'm looking at the comment section. Yes. Thank you, Shauna. That means so much to me, sis. I miss you. I haven't seen you like it feels like forever. So we definitely gonna have to catch up after this. Yes, 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 yes. Let me know something in the comment section that you are grateful for. For me, guys, I'm just so grateful that you guys jumped into this live. I am. I'm so grateful that we are communicating because I feel like everyone who's in it now, even the people that have to jump in and jump out for whatever reason, you're getting something tonight. We're all getting something tonight that's going to carry us into the future in ways that we didn't even know what's going to be that beneficial to us. I'm learning stuff from you guys. I'm getting insight from you. And I'm hoping that you're also getting something from me in being in this live. I really do. Yes. So that's something I'm grateful for. Another thing Another thing that I must say that I'm grateful for is all of the growth that I have experienced over on Instagram and all of the doors that have opened up for me. And I'm going to tell you why gratitude and attitude of gratitude is a thing that you do. It's just not how you feel. I can't wait to jump in there, but I am looking because I want to know what you guys are grateful for. You're supposed to be telling me down here in the comments. Grateful that I know you, Jen. Oh, Talia, you are always like, girl, you are always pouring such love and support into me. And I just want you to know, girl, I am so grateful for you. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for the content that you put out here. Make sure you drop your IG and YouTube in the comment section as well. Excuse me. All right, Justin said, I'm grateful for good health and life growth. It is so nice seeing you in the phase of your journey, Jen. I'm proud. Thank you, Justin. Oh my God. Y'all better not make me cry on this live. Y'all better not make me cry, Justin. I appreciate you. I remember the very first vlog when you was doing a luxury unboxing. I think it was for Valentino. And you came up into my like little my For You page on YouTube, and I clicked on you because your thumbnail was so interesting. And yep, I've been riding down with you ever since. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all your success. Yes, 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 yes. So, yep, I'm grateful for life. Yes, yes. Now let me tell you guys why you guys are letting me know what you're grateful for. Why having an attitude of gratitude is actually a thing that you do, is not just how you feel. An attitude of gratitude is taking time to actually acknowledge the things that you're grateful for. One motivational speaker suggested that one way that you can practice an attitude of gratitude is getting up in the morning and keeping a journal where you can write down what you are grateful for, even if it's 5 things. And what you'll find is some days you're grateful for a whole lot. There's a lot of great things happening around you. You're having these successes, you're growing, that vision that you have for yourself, you feel like you're getting there. But then there'll be some days where you wake up and it feels like the only thing that you can say that you're grateful for is just a new day and to be breathing, right? Because life happens to us all. Life happens to us in ways that can be unpredictable, of course. Life happens in ways where people around us or things around us can be uncontrollable. And the only thing that we have authority over and the only thing that we have dominion over is ourselves. in what we do and how we respond. But having an attitude of gratitude means that I'm going to actually take the time to write out or say out loud the thing that I'm grateful for. Because what I'm doing is telling my inward self, I'm telling the person on the inside of me that these are the things that I am so thankful for, and the things that I'm releasing and the type of energy I'm releasing out into the atmosphere. The funny thing about it is your body feels the complaints like it does the celebration, right? So the things, and I'm making this point very evident because sometimes we are silent about the things that we're grateful for, and then other times we're vocal about the things we dislike. And what I've learned, and this is from my own personal journey, what I've learned is we have to be very, very careful about that. We have to be ever so careful to vocalize the complaints and keep quiet about the celebrations. It should be the other way around. It should be the other way around. For the simple fact, if nothing else, guys, when we complain, when we vocalize that energy then feeds our inward self. But when I vocalize, when I stand up in the morning, I don't want to cry. When I stand up in the morning and I say, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting me see another day. Thank you that no one called me last night to tell me that something happened to somebody that I know and love. Thank you, Lord, that I'm in my right mind and that I have, a roof over my head and I can start this day. And help me to make this a great day. When you start speaking those types of things out loud to whatever you consider to be your higher power, whatever you consider to be your spiritual self, it changes the outlook that you have about any situation that's around you. That doesn't change the people, right? That doesn't mean that little Johnny at school who hard-headed that you got to teach because he behaviorally challenged, that he won't be at school that day. He's still going to be there. That doesn't mean that the thing that pissed you off or made you mad the day before won't be there. That doesn't mean that there won't be toils and strifes that we experience outside of our house, outside of our front door. That doesn't mean that those things won't be present. But what that means is I'm setting myself up to just be grateful. I'm grateful. I'm not going to vocalize complaints. I'm not going to wake up in the morning and be like, Lee, why is it raining today? My inward self feels that, right? I'm not going to go into my job and be like, oh man, like I can't stand these people. I'm not going to do that because my body, my spiritual self feels that. Instead, I'm going to walk around and I'm going to celebrate, even to myself, even in written form, the things that I am grateful for. Sasha said, I'm grateful for my loving and supportive husband, 100%, my kids, of course, also life in general. I love it. That's something to be so grateful for, to have someone in your corner who loves you, who honors you, who you feel safe with, who you feel protected around, that intimacy that you have with your husband, your children. Like, yes, I love it. Johnny said, my God, I am grateful that I came on tonight. This is inspiring. Oh my gosh. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. Jay, hey, Jay. Jay said, you're so right. The day goes so much better when I wake up grateful and pray to God. Pray for God's help to assist me through the challenges. Yes, because let me tell you something. One thing that I heard someone quote, and this was powerful. They said that nothing is just happening to you. Nothing is just happening to you, baby. It's happening to all of us, right? When the pandemic hit, it didn't just hit one person's house, it hit all of our houses, right? When it's raining outside, it's not just raining over your house, it's raining over everybody's houses. There are so many things that's happening that sometimes we feel a sense of solitude because we think it's only happening to us. And that's because people have learned how to internalize things and they don't vocally speak out about things that may be happening in their lives. And that's understandable. But just knowing that Anything that's happening is not just happening to you. So Lord, help me get through the challenges, or whatever my higher power may be, help me to get through the challenges. There's a song on TikTok, as I'm on TikTok now, right? And I didn't want to join for the fear that I was going to fall prey to the scrolling thing. You know how you can be on TikTok. And let me know this in the comment section if this ever happens to you if you're on TikTok, where you watch a video and then before you know it, 2 hours have passed because you watch that many videos, or you know, you're having that much fun on TikTok. So there's this one a song on TikTok that says something about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm gonna say these people don't like me. And so, like, I think that that's a little, it's a cute, catchy song. But at the end of the day, my purpose and my vision and my goal for myself has nothing to do with anybody around me or how anyone feels about me, but it's about me being my best self, right? So I'm not even going to focus my attention. I'm not even going to take away my gratitude or the grateful heart that I have and waste it on people who I can't change anyway, right? I love it. Amen. I am so grateful. Thank you for this. Yes, thank you, Beverly, and welcome. Thank you for joining this live. All right. You guys ready for another quote? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I love it. Y'all ready? Let me know in the chat box if you are ready for the next quote. Because now this one, I think they're all powerful, but this one is really powerful. Let me know, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me know if you're ready for the next quote. All right, I got some yeses in here. Let me get 2 more yeses, and I'm gonna give you the quote. Come on, let's go. Ready? Okay, let's go. All right. So here's the next quote, guys. Okay, this quote is by T.D. Jakes, so you know it's gonna be powerful. All right, here's the quote, guys. The idea. So we're still talking about gratitude. The idea that you may be great may escape you because you're saturated in it. Okay. T.D. Jakes said the idea that you may be great may escape you because you're saturated in it. So, in talking about having a grateful heart, guys, sometimes we don't feel like we're doing enough. And Lord, I struggle with this. I have to read this quote so many times. I have to read this quote back to myself so often. Because one thing for sure, and 2 things for certain, we all have greatness a part of us. There are things you do that no one else can do, right? There is something about you, and the reason why you're here, and the reason why I'm here, because there's something so unique about us that can't nobody else do what it is that we do, right? But sometimes, and I'm sharing this with you guys because I struggle with this, and I have to go into a place of solitude. So sometimes you may not see me post, right? Because I have to take a break back. I have to take a break. Sometimes what happens, guys, is we are so great at doing something that we're not taking the time to look back and see how far we come, and that greatness that we have is escaping us because we're saturated in it. It's so much greatness around us. Everything that we put our hands to, even in the smallest way, is prospering, right? But it's because it's who we are. It's how we were designed. And so because it encapsulates us in the way that it does, we don't recognize it. Let me know if you've ever been around people, and I'm sure you have, I'm sure everyone has, where someone has complimented you on something and you've kind of been very modest about it. Like somebody might say, "Oh girl, I like your hair." And this is me. "Oh, yo, my curls, they doing all right today. I guess they're behaving." No, my curls are great because this is the way my curls decided they were going to be today. You know what I mean? Sometimes greatness is all around us to the point that we are so saturated with it that we don't see it on ourselves. That people literally come our way to remind us that there is greatness on you. So in this journey, guys, of practicing gratitude, don't forget to be thankful for all the things that you possess, all of the accomplishments that you have, all of the milestones and the steps you've taken. It doesn't matter how slow you're moving. Be grateful for every single step you are taking. Every step, every step, every step, every step. Says, my God, this is an awesome live tonight. Very informative and spiritual. Yes. Thank you. Thank you often. Yes, Kai. Very much so. Very much so. All right, guys. So we're going to go into point number 4. Okay. All right. So point number 4, and you're going to like this one. This is a quote by Les Brown. I have 2 of them by him. So I'm going to give you the first one that I love. And then, of course, I'm going to give you the very powerful one next. But this quote by Les Brown says that living in the land of familiarity is for the dead. Living in the land of familiarity is for the dead. What does that mean, guys? What does that mean, living in the land of familiarity? What does that mean, guys? For me, that means not desiring to step outside of your comfort zone, right? Not wanting to do something that's going to challenge you. Yep, somebody said get out of your comfort zone. That's exactly correct. That is exactly correct. If you are only willing to do the things that you already know how to do well, you die a premature death. And I don't mean a physical death. I mean a mental death. I mean, you're not prospering. We're not prospering. You're not growing. You're not maximizing your fullest. You're not maximizing to your fullest potential. Being in your comfort zone, guys, we have to be willing to do things that's going to challenge us, because it's the thing that challenges us that changes us. Yep, that's right. A mental death. That's right. We get into this, and we all have seen people like it. Even we might have been there from time to time. We see ourselves going through the same emotions every day. The same motions. We don't take a different route home. Okay, we don't cook anything different. We don't try anything different. We don't try to explore new talents that we have. We only want to do the things that we're comfortable doing. We only want to do the things that we have mastered. And that can show up in our love life. That can show up in our relationship with our family and friends. That can show up in our workplaces. Don't ask me to do something I ain't never done before, because all I'm trying to do is a thing that I do well. Well, stepping outside of your comfort zone allows you to challenge yourself in such a way that it changes you. So even if you don't reach that goal that you were trying to, you will set another one. Guarantee you will set another one, because you realize that I've changed. I've grown into something more than I was just by doing the thing that I'm so comfortable with doing. Yes, I love it. Kai said being content and comfortable. Exactly, Sasha. Comfort zone is a dangerous zone. It sure is. Yes, maximize. That is exactly correct, Johnny. Maximize. Oh, all right. So here's one. I have several, because guess what? I have 2 by Denzel, and then I have another one by Les. All right. So here is the most powerful quote. I'm going to keep saying that, of all the quotes that I have tonight. Okay. So this quote is by Les Brown. And this quote reads, "You gotta be hungry." That's not the whole quote. That's not the whole quote. Check this out. You must be willing to do the thing that today that others won't do today, in order to have the thing tomorrow that other people won't have. Oh, ain't that powerful? I told y'all, that one right there, that one is the one that I read when I'm saying, gosh, I'm tired. I'm stretched. I try to use the word stress, because I never want to claim that over myself, that I'm stressed. I always want to say that I'm stretched, because we can be that way, right? We have so many things and so many people pulling on us, needing us for something. Every time we try to take a moment for ourselves, something has to be done, whether it's something in our personal life or something in our professional life. It always feels like we're being tugged and pulled on, right? But Les Brown said, you got to be willing to do the thing today that others won't do in order to have tomorrow the things that other people won't have. Oh, child. I love it. I absolutely love it, because that is very powerful. As long as we continue to just do the bare minimum, we're going to always give ourselves just the bare minimum. And that is not a part of us visualizing our highest self and showing up as our highest selves. That is all a part of stepping outside of our comfort zone and being willing to challenge ourselves. All right, here's another quote for you guys. You ready for the next one? All right. The next quote reads by Denzel: do not confuse movement with progress. You guys might have heard this one already. Do not confuse movement with progress. You can be walking in place and not be going anywhere. What y'all think about that one? Do not confuse movement with progress. You can be walking in place and not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And remember, this is all about getting out of our comfort zone, all about not living in the land of familiarity. Not living in the land of familiarity. One more quote for this section so I can close out this section is, you got to be willing to fail big, right? There's a project that I'm working on, and I had to dig deep into my savings account. And this was a risk that I was willing to take, because if nobody else bets on Jenn, I'm going to bet on me. I'm going to bet on me, right? And I had to be willing to fail big. I don't have much now. Like, it ain't like excuse me. I'm not saying I don't have a lot now as if I'm not grateful for what I have, because to God be the glory, I'm grateful for everything that He's allowed me to have. But what that means is that if I'm afraid of falling, or failing, let me say that, then I have already failed. If I'm afraid to take the chance and do the thing that I so desire to do because I don't want to fail, I have failed already. I failed already. And a lot of the things that we have in life, we wouldn't have if somebody else had that same mindset. I don't want to take the risk because I'm afraid of failing. For example, I did not know how this YouTube live was going to go, right? I didn't even know if anyone would want to hear Jenn speak. I didn't know. But rather than get caught up in not doing it, assuming that I would fail, I just went ahead and did it, because I knew that the people that would want to be in this live would be here. And it just makes me feel so good. And it just makes my heart so content and just so overwhelmed just to see the engagement that we have going on in the chat box. Shauna says, sorry, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna go to another one. Talia, I was always afraid of change, but putting myself out there on YouTube was eye-opening. I'm turning into Talia, the Talia that I love and that I'm proud of. Yes, I love that. Great testimony, Talia. Yes, Shauna, I couldn't agree more. Johnny, yes, like, I like that quote from Les Brown. Yes, you got to be hungry for it. Exactly. You got to be hungry for that thing. And you cannot be afraid to fail, because if so, you failed already. All right. Kai said, I'm glad you followed your heart, because I definitely needed this reminder today. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. I needed it. I needed this from you guys. Like, you feel like I may be giving you something that you need. I needed this from you. I needed to be able to step outside of my comfort zone, not be afraid to fail, and realize that in doing this, I will make the necessary connections to see that this thing is a good thing, and that it's not. It's yeah. I don't even know how to put it into words. My heart is just so full. I don't know how to put it in words. Oh my gosh. So are we meeting up next week, same time? This was awesome. I had to be here today. You know what? Based on the way this thing is going, we very well might. Y'all got to let me know in the chat box if this is something that you guys want, because we can definitely make this happen. We can even like link up and decide what we want the topics to be, just so that we make sure that we're all growing together at our separate rates at whatever it is we're doing in life. We can be able to challenge each other and share these tips and strategies for growing and for visualizing our highest self. Johnny said, yes. Hey, Rochelle. I just came across your channel a few weeks ago, and it's a whole vibe. Happy to be a part of the subscriber family. Thank you so much, Rochelle. I am so appreciative to each and every one of you guys. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm happy? Can you tell? Okay. All right. So here is the last tip for visualizing our higher self. So if we do a quick recap, we have I got to know what my goal and my vision is. Okay. The next one is I have to be living with a purpose. Okay. And I want to be living intentionally. I want to be living and being intentional, excuse me. And I have to remember that the longer I wait to do the thing that I said that I was going to do, the chances are, or the odds are, that I never may actually do it. So we want to keep that at the forefront of our mind. We also want to say that we're going to practice being grateful, right? We're going to make that thing an outward expression. We're not just going to be thankful on the inside because we think that these things all around us is just supposed to be how they are. We could be stripped of these things in at any time. We want to always be outwardly practicing our gratitude instead of outwardly practicing our complaints. The next one is number 4 was living in the land of familiarity is for the dead. So number 4 was all about getting out of our comfort zone. All right. And then the 5th point about visualizing my highest self and showing up as her is knowing that I have to take care of me first. I have to take care of me first. Now, this one, guys, we're going to have some conversations on this. While I get into this, I want you guys to tell me in the chat box. This one is good. You got to respond to this one. I want everybody in here right now to respond to this one. What do you think? And we're not talking about ourselves. We're talking about someone else on the outside of us. What do you think makes a quality person? What do you think makes a high quality person? And I'm going to explain to you why that's important under the tip about self-care. But I want to know from you, what do you think it means to be a high quality person, a quality person? Okay. What does that mean to you? I want to hear that down. I want to read that down in the comment section because I'm curious if you've ever heard that phrase before. Quality people. What does it mean for a person to be a quality person? Quality person. So, getting into it, guys, while you guys are letting me know what it means to be quality. Hey, Kenna. Thank you. Trustworthy. I like it. Consistency from Miss Talia. I like it, Miss Talia TV. Johnny said being confident and humble, not arrogant. Yes, nobody likes an arrogant person. Rochelle, you must be authentic to yourself before you can be a quality person to someone else, or to be of quality to someone else. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Come on, keep telling me what you guys think is a quality person. What does that mean? So while you guys are letting me know that, this is what I'll say to you, right? You ready for this? All right, so the first step is understanding that success, okay, and I want to make sure I'm reading my notes correctly, okay? Success is not something that you have. Success is something you attract by being an attractive person. Now, that's not my quote. I don't know who said it. I read it as a part of my research. Okay. And it didn't come with a name. But success is not something you have, it's something that you attract by being an attractive person. And when we say an attractive person, we're not talking about the physical aesthetic. We're not talking about what you look like on the outside. We're talking about you're putting yourself in such a place where you're saying, I'm going to open myself up to all things good. I'm going to put myself in an environment or in environments where I'm opening myself up to all things good. Okay. That's what it means when it says that I want to attract success. We can't attract success regardless of what type of success it is, whether it's in relationships, whether it's on our job, whether it's within our family structure, our familial structure. It's hard to attract success when we're putting ourselves in places or in environments that's not conducive to success. Okay, so this takes us into what is a quality person, but I want to still read, what it means to be a quality person. Shauna said integrity. Yes, having integrity, doing the thing you said you were going to do, whether somebody's watching you or not. I like it. Kai said a person that's open-minded, a risk taker, humble, a listener, a great communicator, or a communicator. Yes, that is a quality person. All right, come on. Give me some more. I want to read some more about what makes a quality person. What makes a quality person? All right. So also when it comes to self-care, so we said the first thing was I want to attract success. That's a part of me taking care of myself. I'm putting myself in a position to be around people and around things that's going to pour into me and not things that are going to drain me. Now, granted, there are things in this life that are going to drain you. But if you have the right type of environment, even if it's just a corner by yourself for 5 minutes, and you find a jazz song, or you find a book, or you find a scripture, or you find a quote that you can help to recharge your own battery, this is me making myself attractive so that success can come to me. You know, it's funny because one thing that people used to always say, I think this is a song, is written all over your face. Yeah. So when we're wanting to be attractive people, we know that how we feel, what we sense, the energy that we hold on the inside is written all over our face. It's written over our face. Jay said loyal, honest, consistent. I love that. Pamela, hey Pamela, someone who cares. Janet, being transparent and honest. I like that. Fearlessly learning. Okay. Yes. So I'm interested in seeing what you guys consider to be a quality person. All right, here's another idea, guys, in taking care of myself first. Knowing when to say no. Knowing when to say no. So if this goes back to what we talked about earlier, that our time is our most precious commodity, because we can't get that back, right? If we go back to that thought just alone, knowing when to say no. And I want to know down here in the comment section, because I'm looking, are you someone who has a hard time telling people no? Or do you have an easy time? If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. Which one do you find yourself, or which side of the fence do you find yourself on? It's hard for you to say no to people because that's just genuinely how you are, or you're someone that if it doesn't suit you, it's easy for you to say no. It's easy for you to say no. For me, I struggle with that. I don't have people that will ask me to do things now, and I'll tell them yes, even though in my heart of hearts I knew I can't do that. I don't have the time to do that. That's not. But because it falls in line with being a people pleaser, I thought that anything someone asked me to do that was within reason, that I had to do it. Right? Yes. So let me know, are you a person that says yes? Is it hard for you to say no, or is it something that you can do? It's no problem. I can tell a person no. Okay, Ramona said, good evening. Hey, Queen. My no's come easy. Yes. As your time, as you value that time, those no's will come easy. Yes. Sasha, no is no. If it doesn't sit right with my spirit, it's a no. I love that. Talia, it used to be hard to say no, but today's Talia, I'm not her anymore. I know that's right. I know that's right. I love it. Kina, okay. Okay. I love it. All right, guys, you ready for another quote? Y'all ready for another quote? All right. So this quote actually comes from the Bible. And it's so funny because I wrote it down, but I didn't even write down the right scripture, but you can always Google it, okay? Not to turn this into a spiritual conversation, but just to use this quote because I think it's very powerful in this, that eyes haven't seen, nor have ears heard, nor has it entered into the heart the things that I have prepared for you, right? And I'm going to get to a quality person in just a second, okay? When we're taking care of self, we have to understand that the goal and the vision that we have for our life is our own. It is no one else's responsibility to ensure that I get to that goal outside of me because it's my personal goal. It's the vision that I have for me. Now, it is nice and it is lovely when we have people that will help us, when we have a support system and people around us to encourage us. Yes, we all need that. We're not an island. We're not out there by ourselves. We are definitely interdependent upon each other and other people in this life. But understanding that my ability to accomplish the goal has nothing to do with whether or not other people will validate my goal and my vision. You don't need someone else to tell you yes to do the thing that you already know you want to do, if it's within reason. Okay? If you're saying that I like to lose weight because like I say, I lost about 40 plus pounds. So I like to use the weight loss as an example. No one had to validate for me whether or not that was something I should do or that's something I needed to do. I'll never forget, once I started losing weight, people would make comments like, oh girl, you should slow down. You're going to be too small. Don't nobody like no small girl. Sir, people, I didn't ask y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is me. This is what I want to do. So we have to be very, very careful that we understand that what has entered our hearts, other people, it may not have entered their hearts. It may not have entered their eyes. It may not have entered their minds. This is our baby, right? We are in charge. We've been charged with caring for our own goals, our own visions. And so we're going to put those plans and those steps into place to make sure that we are getting to that person that we say we want to be. And if there are people who will cheer us on, hey, if no one is there to pump us up, that's okay. It's crazy because I can count maybe on one hand when I decided I was going to start my YouTube journey, how many people who were like really close to me actually reached out and gave me support. It was people who I had never met a day in my life, people who I was meeting across the screen that was giving me more support than some people I've known almost all of my life. Some people I've known all of my life, right? But that was okay. That wasn't going to stop me from doing my YouTube channel. Even though I knew I probably had people who knew me, who was watching my growth saying, ooh, she ain't got no views. Ain't nobody going to watch her. Her stuff ain't. They didn't say it to me. I'm just assuming, right? I'm just being petty. I'm just assuming, right? They didn't say it to me. Still, I didn't have to wait on my friends or my family to say, go, Jenn, you got this. We're going to support you. No, because it wasn't their vision. It wasn't their goal. It was mine. So in taking care of myself, I had to write the vision. I had to make it plain. And I had to understand that if I was going to be the woman that I said I was going to be, I may have to go it alone. And I have to be okay with that, right? Yes, I love it. Okay. So that is all about taking care of yourself. Now, the last nugget in taking care of yourself goes to what I asked you guys about what is a quality person. Surrounding yourself with quality people. I'm trying to see how I want to preference this because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't know who all is in this live or who may see it once I edit it and put it up as a video. I don't know who may all be in on this. I don't want to offend anybody. But quality people may not even be the people that you know. They mm. Quality sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna speak for me, right? I'm gonna speak for you. Everybody in my family, though I love them, please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Everybody is not a quality person. But because before they was your sister, before they were your brother, before they were your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, whoever, whatever relation they may be to you, they are a person first. Right? And sometimes we have a lot of people around us, baby, but everybody is not a quality person. Okay. And in taking care of ourselves, we have to surround ourselves with high quality people. That has nothing to do with what kind of car someone drives. That doesn't have anything to do with what kind of clothes they wear, what kind of luxury they wear, what kind of house they live in. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the things that you all were listing in the comment section. Being honest, being transparent, being trustworthy, being consistent, right? Let me go back up and find some more of these that you guys were saying because they were very powerful. Someone who cares. Yes, having integrity, being a confident and humble, not arrogant, being trustworthy. All of those things, guys. That's all about being around a quality person. If someone that we are around finds themselves always wanting to put other people down, they never have anything positive to say. Believe it or not, guys, that kind of thing gets into your energy. And that's not taking care of self. Yeah, that's not taking care of self. You know, being around people who don't do anything but nag, be negative, and backbite. To me, honestly, I've gotten to a place in life that I can't even sit through that. I have to move. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm working on it, but do we like a little piece of tea, a little juice, a little something to snack on? Somebody coming with a little tea. We can get caught up just a little bit. We can find ourselves getting caught up in it just a little bit. But being around people who never have anything good to say, they can never find a rainbow in any storm cloud, in anything. I'm not going to say they're not a quality person, but you have to be careful because the energy that they give out can very well harm the energy that you have on the inside, the energy that you're trying to get out. If two people are walking, somebody's going to lead. Either you're going to lead that person or that person's going to lead you. So you just have to be careful with that. You want to always put yourself around high quality people. That doesn't mean you turn your back on the people that you love. I had to learn this. That doesn't mean that you turn your back on people that you love. That doesn't mean that you get rid of your friends and you have to find all new friends. But what that means is that I do want to be around people that can pour into me. One thing that Oprah said is that people used to tell her that she was full of herself. Here's a bonus quote. People used to tell Oprah from listening to her speak that she was full of herself. And you know what Oprah said? Oprah said, I got to a place where I said, that's a good thing. Being full of myself is a good thing, right? Because an empty pot can't pour into an empty cup. Right? If I'm going to pour into someone else, I need to be full of me. I need to be satisfied. I always want to evolve, but I need to be satisfied with who I have been created to be in my greatness. And if I'm around people that constantly throw shade, we know people like that. They say things that they try to say is, I'm just being funny. I'm just playing. There's an old African proverb that reads, "The a joke is a hole through whence the truth whistles." So if I just say that in plain words, a joke is a hole through which the truth comes. Right? So you got to listen to the things that people are saying, because people can very well be around you and they're trying to throw little subtle darts to take your energy down. Because remember, we're visualizing our highest selves and we're trying to get to that better, that best version of us that we can be. And I'm going to tell you something, it's no secret. It's no secret when you have went to people around you that you're trying to be better at something. That's no secret. You know, they see it. So either they're going to want to support you, or they're going to want to just say, okay, well, I'm neutral. You know, I'll see how it goes. Or they're going to want to do little small things to try to cause discord in your energy and the seeds that you're trying to plant on the inside. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be careful what you share. You got to be careful who you say yes to. You got to be careful who you have those intimate conversations with. That's all a part of taking care of self. All a part of taking care of self. So guys, that is it. Oh my gosh. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes and you guys have rode this ride with me. I'm just so grateful. I am so grateful to you guys. Do me one favor before I end this live and let me know one takeaway that you have from this live. What was one thing that you enjoyed about it so that I know something that I should continue on in the future? Let me know one thing that you guys have enjoyed by being on this live with me. Yes. Yes, the time flew. It did. I would have never sat in front of the camera this long, but this is amazing. This is amazing. All right, guys, let me know. Let me know. I see my battery on my camera actually did very well. And so I'm seeing I'm down to 2 cells. So I definitely want to see what you guys say before it goes out. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Keeping on topic. I tried. That's the reason why I told you I use a sauna. You guys can't see it, but I use a sauna and I take notes. I do not like when people just be like all over the place. I be wanting to know what is the point she be wanting me to get. So I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you guys so very much. Let me know and continue to let me know what you guys have enjoyed about this live so that I know what things to continue in the future. But in just walking away and in looking directly at each of you, and though I can't see you, just know that I'm looking at you when I say this, guys. Thank you for joining this live with me. But more importantly, thank you for wanting to take whatever step that it is for you to take in order to get to the best version of you. The person, whether you're a man or woman, whether you don't identify, whatever it may be, thank you for wanting to get to the best version of yourself. And I can almost guarantee you, don't quote me, don't quote me so you're gonna sue me, but I can almost guarantee that just by your participation tonight, you feel that intent that we were talking about wanting to get to that place and having an idea of how I'm going to get to that place and knowing the steps that you're going to take to get to that place. So, DM me at any time if you have any questions, if you want to talk about something one-on-one. I am here for all of that because my entire journey of being a YouTuber is just for the simple fact that I want to share my journey of getting to the best version of Jenn that I can be and bring as many people along the ride as want to come. So it just showed me tonight that there are a lot of people here who also are saying, you know what, I'm so excited about getting to the best version of me that I can possibly be. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so we got what? Counting down, we got about 40 seconds left on this live. Make sure you let me know anything else that you want to let me know in this last 30 seconds that we have before I end this live. Yes, I am so appreciative of you guys. Again, I am going to make this a live and actual video. So if you do and have found inspiration in this, please, if you don't mind, once it goes up tomorrow, share it with someone that you think may be a quality person and can get, some nuggets out of this. I would love for you to share this with other people. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end the live here. Thank you, and I will see you over on Instagram. Bye, guys.